Hey guys, and welcome back to the FFF HQ, where I have a brownie treat for you. Brownie lovers, are you team cakey or team fudgy? Personally, I am fudgy brownies all the way. And today I'm going to teach you the secret to making the most dense, the most chewiest, and mind-blowing dense and chewy brownies that are also secretly gluten-free, grain-free, dairy-free, and refined sugar-free, but not taste-free. You are going to absolutely love these. So the flour that we're using today is almond flour. It's naturally gluten-free, grain-free, dairy-free, all those frees. And it's also made of almonds, which is really heart healthy. So got a little healthy punch to these brownies. Now we're gonna do a little flour measuring 101. I know we did this in the Keto Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but it's always good to have a little refresher. So usually people just dip their cup right into the container, and that's a no-no because you're gonna pack the flour in there really tight and end up with more flour than you actually need in the recipe, which will totally affect your results. So the typical way is you wanna spoon your flour into your cup while you're kind of shaking it out a little bit just to break it down. It's also really important to weigh your flour regardless if you're doing gluten-free baking or not, because again, error with measuring cups can lead to the recipe not being perfect. So we want to have about 150 grams of flour when you have 1.5 cups. Now we are going to add some usual brownie suspects, some salt and baking soda. Baking soda in brownies makes them really, really chewy, where baking powder makes them puffy and more cakey. So that's one secret to dense and chewy brownies. And then we're gonna do a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. And did you know that cocoa powder is high in the natural antioxidant polyphenols, which can reduce inflammation, help blood flow, and also reduce your bad cholesterol, which is gonna reduce your risk for heart attack and stroke. So brownies are basically a salad. So we're gonna mix it all together. Once that's mixed up real good, we are gonna move on to our wet ingredients. So let's just move some stuff out of the way. And get another large bowl where we're gonna crack 1 egg yolk and 1 full egg. That extra egg yolk is another secret to make them really dense and chewy because it adds a little bit extra fat, but not a lot of extra air, which is from the egg whites. And then 1 cup of coconut sugar, which is our natural unrefined sugar. Kind of like a brown sugar with like a little caramel coconut taste. 3 tablespoons of melted coconut oil. A little bit of vanilla extract. And then we're gonna beat it all together. Once that's all smooth and creamy, we are going to add in our almond flour mixture. Just dump her right on in. Now you're gonna beat it with the hand mixer just until it's slightly combined, and then we're gonna do the rest by hand. You don't wanna incorporate too much air into brownies because when you incorporate too much air, they rise more, again, more cakey, and we're going for that dense and fudgy brownie goodness. And once it's mostly combined, you want to switch to your spoon and do the rest by hand, again, so we don't add too much air into the batter. And our final step is some dairy-free mini chocolate chips. I like Enjoy Life Foods. And then just stir them all in. The chocolate chips are gonna melt when the brownies are baking and give this super fudgy consistency that I know you're going to love. And now, by the magic of television, we have a parchment paper lined and sprayed 8 by 8 inch pan. I'm the believer that you should almost always parchment paper your pan because it ensures everything is gonna come out and not stick to the bottom. So we're just gonna transfer our brownie batter right into the pan. It's really, really thick, and that means it's gonna be really, really fudgy, almost like cookie dough. So once it's in your pan, you want to use damp fingers, not soaking wet, because you're going to affect the texture of your brownies, but just a little bit of water. It makes these a lot easier to press out because they are so thick. A spatula is just going to stick to the batter and it's going to be sad. Once it's all pressed out, we're going to go take it back to the stove. So we're going to bake the brownies in a 350-degree oven for about 26 to 28 minutes until a toothpick in the center comes out clean. Don't check on them before, or else they'll deflate, and again, not be chewy. 26 or 27 minutes. The top is nice and crunchy, the inside side's done. Now we want to cool them on the counter for 5 minutes. Now the final secret to the world's most dense and chewiest fudgy brownies is to cool them rapidly. So after 5 minutes on the counter, you want to put a hot pad into your fridge and put the brownies right on top and cool them in the fridge for no more than 45 minutes. Any longer and you'll heat up your fridge, causing everything else to get a little bit warm. Our brownies have rapidly cooled, so they're nice and chewy. And now we just gotta slice them up and devour them. Just gonna transfer them to a plate. I can't wait. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. And just like that, you have all the secrets to make the most dense, the most chewy, and the most fudgy brownies that are also secretly gluten-free, grain-free, dairy-free, and refined sugar-free. If you want a protein version that's also low carb, there's a recipe linked above. Now, when you go and try all these secrets to make the most fudgy brownies, please leave a comment below and let me know what you think. If you want to grab the full recipe, it's in the video description. I also really appreciate a like of this video, and make sure you hit that subscribe button because I'm delivering healthy and delicious gluten-free recipes to you every single week. So you go enjoy those densely delicious brownies, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.